Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hello, Leos. Welcome in. We're going to do a combination of oracles and tarot here today. The energy that I'm getting is something is standing in the way of love for you, but know that all is well. Believe that all is well. Let's see. Patience. Be patient. All is well. And I'm also hearing, don't take things so hard. Don't take them to heart. Take them to learn. And definitely in the area of love, something is standing in the way. And I asked what it was, and I heard transformation. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Just take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you and leave the rest. Let's spin our dragonflies. They're all about transformation, our unique path, embracing our uniqueness, and our transformative paths. So let's get on it, Leo. We've touched on some of the transformation. Yeah, something about love. You're holding yourself back from transforming, growing, something like that. You've got fork in the road out here. I've also done some clearing of the energy. So I've used some, I had this going earlier. I see it's out, but as I was preparing the studio, we had it going. And this, of course, is Palo Santo. That's delicious and delightful. Good for cleansing, good for positivity, clearing out negative energy. And I had some white sage going too. So you may feel like you need to do this, or you want to do this. Got thinker out here. Thinker and fork in the road. This is going pretty great guns. This, so we'll just let the energy kind of seep in here. I don't think the camera's capturing it, but we've got some good smoke coming from it. Clear out your energy. Now you can do that a variety of different. There we go. You can do it a variety of different ways. You can clean out clutter. You can remove stuff that's old, from old exes or, things you don't use anymore. It's good to do a clearing just to get the energy changed up. Clear stuff out. New energy comes in. Okay, so you're thinking about something. There's a fork in the road. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a fork in the road here. Let's grab one more oracle, then I'll get out the tarot. We'll get more specific. Round and round. Oh, okay, yeah. I know this card. I'm going to read it more specifically. Things that go round and round that you don't close out. Okay. Or the same way of doing stuff, but expecting a different result. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. This card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Now, since we hinted at, I did see in the charms that there was something blocking love for you, and it was a transformation. I'm going to read the relationship part of this card. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. The transformation. Okay. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot. a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you are aware? Remain curious and stay open, out of the blame game. Wonderful. So something may be familiar, but you're gonna work it differently. Yeah. More transformed you. Higher level you. Great. Okay, let's grab some tarot here. Goes at this differently, the round and round card. There's a lot of mental going on here now. Ease up on yourself, I'm hearing. Yeah, because we've got a couple cards that are talking about like serious mental, like just ease up on yourself a little bit here. It's okay. Remember, believe, all is well. Wait, why can't I remember that phrase? Be patient, all is well. Be patient, all is well. Okay. Investing in self here. Or investing in what you want to invest in. This is Seven of Pentacles. This is you deciding exactly what seeds you want to sow, plant, etc. Let's find out what you're thinking on here. Queen of Cups. This energy is very sweet. It's nurturing. This is a wonderful leader. She gives to others. You know, it's feminine energy. Very nurturing. That's what you're thinking about? You're planting seeds there. You have planted seeds there. What's the thinker here? Holding you back. The Eight of Swords. Maybe this energy is holding you back, or you're holding yourself back from that. That's part of your transition there with love that we saw. I saw that before I hit record. Something about love, and what's holding you back is some sort of transition you're refusing to make. Let's see. Let's get a little further with the thinker. What's happening here? You're protected. Okay, you've got the Nine of Wands here. Excuse me, the Ten of Wands. This talks about burdens. You might be finding this nurturing energy burdensome, or you're trying to get to the nurturing energy, but you're holding back because, you know, if you go towards it, it's going to be very burdensome for you. So let's find out about the seeds you're planting. What's that all about? Let's get some more information there and head in that direction. Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. So this doesn't have to be romantic, but it often is. Very healthy, nurturing. You know, you feel like you know people and you wonder how it is that you could possibly know them so well in such a short amount of time. Could be past lives. Also, you know, that round and round talked about familiar energy coming in, but you handle it differently. But definitely soulmate energy here. Somebody significant in your life. I think this person has, I'm getting they've helped you to realize that, or you're kind of coming to terms with anything's possible. The Hangman, they have that kind of energy about them. You're seeing this whole scenario very differently. I do think it is a love read for you guys. And you're gaining some enlightenment, but you're kind of taking a break and thinking about it and looking at it from different angles. Look at it from their angle. Look at it from yours. Look at it from, you know, whoever's involved in this. You're looking at this from a variety of different angles. What's the fork in the road here? You're looking at your choices, what you're investing in different ways. You're looking at how you see soulmate energy in different ways. Yeah, you're looking at how you see even just being nurtured in your world. What does that mean to you now? Has that changed? You're looking at your burdens. You're trying to gain some enlightenment there. You're looking at why you hold back or what's holding you back. I see a lot of examination that's going on here. Here's Page of Cups. This is lovely energy. Oh, okay. So this is serendipitous energy. This is pigs can fly. This is this person who gives you kind of anything is possible energy that has been placed in your path. it's being done by design, by the divine, by a higher power. It could even be if you're not really tight with your spirit team, maybe it's just a higher self that you can connect with. But this person has been put in your path for a reason. And now it's like you're at this fork in the road, and they're over here, they're in one path, and then the way you've been going is another way. I'm seeing it as an option. I feel like there's some admiration here. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of happiness that comes out of this. But I still feel like your energy is staying at the fork, not making a choice. Ace of Wands is here and the High Priestess. But this is telling me that you feel like you actually know which direction to go. And it is the new. Because Ace of Wands is all about passionate new beginnings, passion projects. High Priestess using your good intuition on this. So you already know what direction you want to take. But we do see some hesitation here. And I'm hearing maybe not knowing, like the card speaks of, not knowing how to handle similar energy differently. Okay, so there is something familiar about this new energy coming in. We heard that in the explanation of one of the cards. But also learning how to handle it differently. The Hierophant is out here. Yeah, the Hierophant talks about marriage. It talks about understanding boundaries and doing what's tried and true. And maybe that's what's on the other side of the path. Whoa. You've got a new beginning, and then you've got tried and true, and those are the two paths, potentially. Right now you've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's turning. This is all about fated, and we do see that in the cards. Something is fated. This new energy has been put on your path for a reason, but you're fighting it. Here's the Five of Swords. You're fighting this. It's like, rather than see it as a gift, you're fighting it. We'll get into that more. Two of Pentacles, but you are getting clear on the fact that you are fighting it, and it has something to do with the Seven of Wands, and that's some sort of illusion. This can be lying or sneaking off, something that isn't true. Let's find out more. What's this Five of Swords here, Spirit? Yeah, so something about the communication here is what set you kind of to fight this. Or you find the communication is kind of fighting in nature. What's the Two of Pentacles here? Or for some of you, it's you feel like fighting for this. You feel like fighting for one or the other of the paths that you're looking at there at the fork. What's the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? It's in the reverse, Justice. So you're getting clear on what's going to really be your balance here. What choice of the two paths is really for you? What brings about your higher self? What is your higher self? We talked about that, wanting for you. And how do you become, in your choice here, a more balanced individual? What serves you better? This is something you're kind of talking out while you're hanging out. I feel like you're trying to figure it all out. Seven of Swords here. Let's get some more information. This is lies and deceit. Oh, the Hermit. Okay. So there is some sort of energy here that you feel is kind of lying and deceitful. Something kind of sneaky. And you're looking at it a little bit closer. You're trying to gain some enlightenment. Maybe even taking a break from it. What's this energy here, Spirit? Yeah, because I see these two in opposition. The nurturing energy and the sneaky energy. Okay, and I think that has to do with the fork in the road and the two paths we've been talking about. And you think you're happy maybe with the sneaky energy, but I think that's part of the illusion. Strength. Okay, and a nod to you there with the lion. Just know thyself is what I'm getting here. Be clear on self here. Be clear on self and your choices. What's the round and round here, Spirit? Now the round and round, it wanted to come out this way, but then it kept spinning. So it did ultimately come out upside down. And this is the 10 of Cups. And this is something that's unhappy in the family. Right side up, it's your happily ever after. Upside down, it's more of a, yeah, something's happened with the happily ever after that's not going well. And it is family oriented. You're trying to be happy where you're not, I'm hearing. What's this 10 of Cups in the reverse here, Spirit? Choices. Again, two. We see it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The choices of two. There's two choices here to be made. And lots of decisions here for you. What's the advice here, Spirit? Know thyself. Know what, is really within. What has always been within. What you really want. Of these two choices, one will stand out more, resonating with that. Knowing thyself and what you've always wanted. One will stand out more to you. Ace of Cups. Okay, this is talking about the new. This is new love, abundance in the new love. And it comes out with a Temperance, which I didn't see. So you were trying to find balance earlier in some of the energy of the cards. And Temperance is all about knowing that balance, getting into that good flow. What is your natural flow? Again, I'm hearing you will know of the two paths what is more your natural flow. What offers more your natural flow, promotes it, enhances it, this type of thing, is your ultimate path to happiness. Okay? And I think you don't see that maybe because I didn't see that this card came out with the Ace of Cups. The new love, the abundant love, the love that's being given to you by the divine. And we talked about that a little bit. But we also talked about if that's not really your thing, if you don't lean into your spirit team that much, try because it's very powerful. But also your higher self. What would your higher self be bringing you? And that is the equivalent of a much more leveled up self. What would they be bringing to you in the way of balancing you out? In the way of mirroring what is your true essence, your true you, because we see that in the cards as well. And what I started to say is why the Temperance comes out hidden by the Ace of Cups is you maybe don't think this new love is going to be the happy path. That's part of what you need to figure out. But the fact that they come out together, I would read it as the new love, the abundant love, the higher self-love that you are granting yourself is actually the course that's for you. It's the abundant path, and it's the enlightened path, and it's the path to happiness. And really specifically with that, regarding that card, it's getting in your flow and lots of balance, feeling balanced. I feel like if it's an emotional process, if you are some of you are in an emotional world right now, because you're trying to make things fit that don't fit. You're trying to escape when you're being told you're happy. It's something like that. Or you're appearing happy when you're not. That's the Seven of Swords energy. So it's very emotional to think how to get away from this or how to get out of this or how to move in another direction. But I feel like once you figure that out for yourself and you do take action, then you step into really calm waters. And I feel like your step is just cool and inviting. And you just feel like, yes, this is the flow. This is the flow I've been looking for. It's really like easy peasy emotional energy. Ace of Pentacles. And it's a brand new start here in the way of being abundant and could be monetarily abundant. And see, again, we see the, in these cards, it's the divine bringing you a gift. And I do feel compelled to say, if that's not something you're resonating with, it is your higher self. It's the leveling up self gift to you. But also I say, if you're not into the divine or your spiritual team, try to tap into that, because it is very powerful and very healing. What else do we have here, Spirit? And notice that in both cases, the divine hand is coming out of clouds, which would be confusion, and then there's clarity. Or troublesome clouds, and then there's clarity. I don't get like a light, fluffy cloud vibe from either one of these clouds. And then there's clarity. And then there's abundance. And then there's happiness. Or, like I said, a gift you give to yourself. Coming up out of the muckety muck to great abundance, I hear. Coming out of the cloudy mud to great abundance and beauty. Something about the mountains is significant on your journey. Or water, where you're near water, maybe. More messages here for our Leos. Yeah, we've talked about happiness the entire time, and here comes the Leo Sun card. Happiness. This card is saying to me, don't make it complicated. You know, go back to your roots. What made you happy as a kid? It's the same thing that will make you happy now on these paths. Because if you get too complicated with it, then you're in like 7 of Cups energy. And 7 of Cups energy is very confusing. And which cup do I pick? And you know, they're so gold and beautiful and glittery, but we know all that glitters isn't gold, but don't they look enticing? And yet look what's inside of them. Snakes, looks like a mask. You know, there's a lot of falsity here. Yeah, just get clear on what makes you happy. And advice here would be go back to your roots and go back to your childhood. What made you happy then will make you happy, or somehow be connected to what makes you happy now. King of Swords, strategy. You're very intellectual. You're very well spoken. The clouds linger, don't they? More clouds. I'm drawn to the clouds that are lingering. But you cut through that and you figure it out. And there's a flow. And there's a sense of royalty, like taking control of your own life here. Making the choice that serves you best. And the transformation. There's we talked about it, and there is a butterfly above our King of Swords head. Transformation is the butterfly energy right there. Nine of Swords. I think this is the energy you're in now. It's worrisome. But you know, the worry is always worse than the actual doing. And oftentimes we worry about stuff that never even takes place, never even happens. Final messages for our Leos. I think you've gotten some good advice, some good details. Oh yeah, you're destined for this to work out. Victory is upon you. Okay? And this can even be public recognition, this card. But victory is upon you. What's this victory spirit? Victory is upon you, and Empress energy is all about abundance and new ideas and new energy and the new and what comes with that, like new ideas and birthing of new parts to your life or areas that you've always wanted to pursue. Yeah, a lot of happiness here too. The Empress is one of the most abundant cards in the deck. And again, protection. There's a lot of protection here for you. Abundance in love. Victory in love. Happiness. Abundance and happiness. Abundance and clarity of mind. Abundance in being grateful and happy with your decisions. Harvesting. You're harvesting. Your harvest is coming in. I see some important decisions need to be made here. Okay, I know I said final message. Let's go one more time. Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is about really knowing what you're deciding upon. Know backwards and forwards, the details and the facts here. So you're not second guessing, but you're very clear on the decisions that you want to be making. That's the Page of Swords energy. Very knowledgeable decisions. New teamwork, new team efforts or collaborations here. The Moon, what you don't see coming. Again, the two paths, the wolf and the dog. And protection again. Page of Wands. This is newness. Pages are communication and talking about a newness, something that is really, it's part of your enlightenment, and it has to do with what has motivated you recently or what you find is inspiration to you. And maybe it's been a while since you've had that, because I see you kind of like in a desert where that's concerned. And now you've planted the seeds we talked about, and now there's a little bit of growth there in that desert. I see once you make a decision, you go after this really bold, really strong, really fast. And I see that everything comes out. Everything that you've been bottling up and keeping to yourself really comes out in the way of finding your happiness. And I think it's been a long time coming. Maybe you have this type of energy where you put others before yourself. But I see that you go after, I do see you go after what you want. And again, I see this energy of your higher self gifting you this. Like finally you feel like, yeah, it's my time and I make the right decision for me. And transformation comes out again. That energy is a big deal because that's what's somehow blocking the love here. But I feel like you're very dynamic and there's somebody else in your energy that's very dynamic, and the two of you are very attracted to each other. There is a sense of purpose to your life that this combination comes together. However, at this time, I think it's a little bit stressful, even though if you were to really get real with yourself, which I see that you're on the verge of or in the midst of, you will clearly say, yeah, I brought this in. This is what I want. This is what I've wanted. And this is why it's here, is because what you've wanted, you've brought in. You've manifested it. And I see old cycles closing out and new ones beginning, and you taking a leap of faith here. Yeah, good energy, real good energy. Definitely a dichotomy a little bit here. But I'm hearing in the last part of this is go with the energy of pigs can fly. Because that's tied to your happiness. And even though you don't think it's tied to some sort of loyalty, that is the loyal choice, is pigs can fly. That belief that anything can happen. Go the distance with this, even though it looks like it's going to be hard, because I do see soulmate energy again. Observe that. Watch that carefully. There is soulmate energy here. Don't hold yourself back from that, I'm hearing. Observe it and be clear on it. It's not an energy of, oh no, this happens to other people, this doesn't happen to me. Or Am I making this up in my mind? Sit quietly, observe, and you will see. And we've seen in the cards several different ways, soulmate energy here. Let's get one more oracle going. Oh, half hour here. Blew through. Time is going fast. Okay, so we've got confession. Someone has to tell you something. Okay. So that's coming up. Caution, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. I do get a sense of, remember we said be patient, all is well. And overthinking, we talked right at the beginning about that. Don't overwork your mind on this. You know, it's more of a relaxed, laid back, get in the groove, remember yourself, remember what made you happy as a child, remember what makes you happy now. There is some sort of connection, and you kind of hang out. You don't race your mind. Caution to not overwork yourself. And intimacy, sexual chemistry, and reminiscing. Interesting. Okay. So that may have something to do with that confession that's coming. And I'll grab a charm. I see infinity. Okay, that's really cool because that has to do with your card, the strength card, and see what's above the head there. Infinity. Always knowing yourself. Know thyself. You've always known yourself and your strengths. You've always known what you've really wanted. And now's the time to get clear on that. Or remind yourself of that, or move on that, one or the other. And the hot air balloon talks about travel. So maybe the path that you choose involves travel. That's your message, Leo. I hope you've gotten something out of this, found it helpful. If you have, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. Until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me today.